Hello my self-motivated friends. Welcome to this lecture on the topic of bill of exchange. Now here we are going to solve the 9th question, practice question. 17th lecture, 9th practice question. Very good question. It is having beautiful concepts about discount in relation to a bill which is endorsed. Let us start with the problem. On 3rd July 2019, Ravi drew a bill of rupees 12,000 for 90 days after a date. It is not after sight, it is after a date. That means we will have to consider the date of drawing for the purpose of deciding the nominal due date and legal due date. Next part, 90 days after date on Dhruv, which was accepted by Dhruv. On 9th of July 2019, Ravi endorsed this bill to Harish in full settlement of his account of rupees 12,750. This is an important thing, in full settlement. The wording which is important for me is in full settlement of his account of rupees 12,750. On the same day, Harish discounted the bill with the bank for rupees 11,750. So this is again one more thing. On the same day, Harish, that is the endorsee, is discounting it with his bank for rupees 11,750. Government declared emergency holiday on the due date, and as per the provisions of Negotiable Instruments Act, the bill was duly made by Dhruv. So if you remember, we have discussed this concept of nominal due date and legal due date, in which we have mentioned that if the legal due date is falling on any public holiday, three different days we have considered for 12th standard syllabus. First one was 26th of January, 15th of August and 2nd of October. In these three different cases we have specified that the bill will be considered one day earlier. If the legal due date is falling on any of these public holidays, it will be considered to be one day earlier. But if the legal due date is falling on any particular day which is declared to be emergency holiday by the government on account of any reason, in such a case it will be honored on the next following working day. That means it will have to be considered on the next day, not on the earlier day. Give journal entries in the books of Ravi, Dhruv and Harish. So now we are required to consider journal in the books of all the three parties. Ravi, that is the drawer because Ravi drew the bill. Dhruv, that is the drawee because Dhruv is the person on whom the bill is drawn. And Harish, that is the endorsee to whom the bill was endorsed. Okay, so let us write down the observations first. What are the different things which we have seen, and then we will consider the journal entries. First one is Ravi is the drawer, then Dhruv is the drawee and Harish is the endorsee. Okay, next, bill is drawn by Ravi on 3rd July 2019. Bill is drawn by Ravi on 3rd July 2019 for 90 days after date. Okay, and then let us consider this one. What is the legal due date and nominal due date? Therefore nominal due date is NDD is equal to 3rd of July 19 plus 90 days, that goes to 93rd of July 2019, which is not possible. 93rd July is not possible. Let me write down 93rd July 2019 is not possible. So less from that 31 days of July, because July is having 31 days. That goes to how much? 93 minus 31. Calculate it on your own. 93 minus 31. That goes to 62 days. So it will become 62 days of August is equal to 62 August, 62nd day of August of 2019, which is also not possible because August is having only 31 days. So less from that 31 days of August. 31 days of August, that is to be deducted, so that becomes 31 days of September 2019. But that is also not possible because September always have only 30 days. So 62 minus 31 is equal to 31. 31 days of September 2019 is not possible. So deduct from that 30 days of September. And this is 30 days of September. So that becomes how much? 1st of October. 1st of October 2019 is the nominal due date. Therefore legal due date is equal to 1st of October 2019 plus 3 days. That goes to 4th of October 2019. And I have told you that since it is going to be declared as a emergency holiday by the government, we'll have to add one more day extra, plus emergency holiday. Therefore legal due date is equal to how much? Legal due date is equal to 5th of October. 5th of October 2019. So this is a very important point of this problem, calculating the nominal due date and calculating the legal due date. Next, they have told you that on 9th of July it is endorsed. 9th of July 2019, Ravi endorsed the bill to Harish. Okay. In full settlement of rupees 12,750. In full settlement of rupees 12,750. On the same day, Harish discounted it with the bank for rupees 11,750. Earlier, whenever the question was talking about discounting, the problem was giving us the rate of discount, and we were required to calculate the amount of discount. The formula which we were using was amount of bill multiplied by rate of discount multiplied by the unexpired period of the bill divided by 12 months, or maybe divided by 365 days or 366 days, as the case may be. That's what we have been doing. But in this problem, they have already given us net cash received. 11,750 is the net cash received from the bank. So balancing figure will be considered as the amount of discount. So on 9th of July 2019, Harish discounted it with the banker for rupees 11,750. 11,750. So discount is equal to 12,000 minus 11,750 is equal to, these are discount charges, remember, discount charges is equal to 12,000 minus 11,750 is equal to 250. Okay. And then they have told you that it is honored. On the due date it is honored. What is the due date we have considered? It should have been 4th of October, but since it is going to be emergency holiday, it will be counted as 5th of October. So on the due date on 5th October, it is honored. So you tell me, on 5th of October, who is going to demand money from our Dhruv? Anybody? Yes, think about it. Who can demand money from Dhruv? Ravi could have demanded it if Ravi would have kept the bill with himself, but the bill is not with Ravi. Ravi has already given it to Harish. So actually speaking, who can demand the bill? Harish will demand the bill. Second point, Harish could have demanded the bill provided he has kept the bill with himself. In reality, Harish has discounted the bill. That means on the due date, the bill will not be coming back to Dhruv, from Ravi, but it will be coming back to Dhruv from bank, because Ravi has given it to Harish, Harish has given it to bank. So ultimately bank will come for collection of the bill from Mr. Dhruv. And at that time bank is the owner, remember. So bank, after collecting the money, will not give the money to anybody afterwards again, because the bill was discounted with the bank. That means the bill was sold to the bank. So bank is the owner. After collecting the money, it becomes bank's money. This is the point to be kept in mind. So these are the different points. Write down the points properly. Remember, these observations are only for you and me, not for the purpose of examination. The most important point is 90 days ka logic. How to consider nominal due date. 3rd of July plus 90 days is equal to 93rd of July. July cannot have 93 days. That means let us deduct the number of days of July. 93 minus 31, that goes to 62 days of August. but August cannot have 62 days, so let us deduct 31 days of August. That becomes 31st of September, but September cannot have 31 days, it will have only 30 days, so deduct 30 days of September, that becomes 1st of October. That is a nominal due date. Legal due date is equal to nominal due date plus 3 days, that goes to 4th of October, but they have told you that government has declared it as a public holiday, emergency holiday, so it is 1 day extra, not 1 day earlier. In case of prefixed public holidays like 26th of Jan and 2nd of October and 15th of August, it is already known that it is a public holiday. So in that case, since it is known in advance, we can consider that 1 day earlier. But if it's an emergency holiday, there is no question of knowing it in advance when government will declare such a holiday. So in such a situation, we are going to specify that 1 day extra will be allowed to you. That's why the legal due date is falling on 5th of October, not on 4th of October. In this problem, remember, dates are given to us. So journal entries, while writing the date column, we'll have to be careful. We can't just specify that let the date column be as it is. Okay, date column cannot have question mark, it will have to have proper dates. Let us go to prepare the journal. If you have not drawn the journal, pause the video, draw the journal properly. On the left hand side, you are going to have supplier or seller or creditor or endorser. Who is that? That is, first one is Ravi. Okay, so that is Ravi. On the right hand side, you are having purchaser or buyer or debtor or drawee, that is Dhruv. And then on the next page, I'm going to consider endorsee, that is in the books of Harish. I hope it is easy for all of you to draw the things. 3 pages will be required. First page is for the drawer, second page is for the drawee, and the third page is for the endorser. Endorsee. I hope it is clear to all of you. If you haven't drawn it yet, please draw it properly, pause the video, draw it correctly, and then resume the video so that you can solve it with me. Great. Let us start now. So the first transaction is on 3rd of July 2019, Ravi drew a bill of rupees 12,000 for 90 days after date on Dhruv, which was accepted by Dhruv. So in the books of Ravi, bill is coming in 3rd of July 2019. 3rd of July 2019, bill is coming in. Debit what comes in? Bills receivable account debit. Bills receivable account debit. And who is the giver? Dhruv is the giver. So to Dhruv account. And the amount of bill is rupees how much? The amount of bill is rupees 12,000. Okay, so it will be 12,000. Being bill received, duly accepted. Being bill received, duly accepted. And here in the books of Dhruv, the entry will be 3rd of July 2019, or you can say 3rd of July 19. It is Ravi is the receiver, debit the receiver, so Ravi account debit, and bill is payable for us, so it is to bills payable account. In the books of drawer, it is called as bills receivable. In the books of drawee, the same bill is called as bills payable. Okay, so the amount is rupees how much? 12,000. Being bill accepted. Being bill accepted. Done. Now think about what is the entry in the books of Harish. On 3rd of July, Harish will specify, for me, this transaction does not exist. I am not at all a party to this transaction. This transaction happened between Ravi and Dhruv. So it will be recorded by Ravi and Dhruv. Since I was not at all a party to this transaction, there is no need for me to record this transaction. So in the books of Harish, the entry will be no entry. I hope everybody has understood the basic concept. This is a very simple situation. Who will record which entry? Okay. Let us consider next point. In the books of other parties, let us consider now second situation. What is going to happen? Thereafter, on directly 9th of July, Ravi is endorsing the bill in favor of Harish. So this Mr. Ravi, we have specified on 9th of July, Ravi endorsed the bill to Harish in full settlement of his account of rupees 12,750. So Ravi owed rupees 12,750, Ravi should have paid rupees 12,750 to Harish because probably in the past he had already purchased some goods or availed some services from Harish, of which he was yet to pay an amount of rupees 12,750. So for Ravi, Harish was a creditor of rupees 12,750, and for Harish, Ravi was a debtor of rupees 12,750. Harish was demanding money from Mr. Ravi. Harish was demanding money from Mr. Ravi. Then Ravi specified that I am already having a bill of rupees 12,000, and this bill is for 90 days. Dhruv is a good man. He will surely pay the bill. So instead of now you demanding money from me or you drawing a new bill on me, I will endorse the bill which I have received from Dhruv to you. So Ravi is endorsing the bill in favor of Harish. I am repeating again, Ravi is endorsing the bill in favor of Harish. So for Mr. Ravi, the entry will be Harish account debit. Then he is asking Mr. Harish that your account is actually of rupees 12,750 and the bill is of only rupees 12,000. So 750 rupees are still pending. Will you give me discount? Because I am anyway endorsing the bill to you. So there is guaranteed now that you will get the money after 90 days. So Harish is a kind-hearted man. He says, great, no problem. I am ready to offer you discount. You can cancel the total amount of my account in your books. So in your books, I am your creditor by rupees 12,750. In reality, you are giving me the bill of only rupees 12,000. 750 rupees are still pending. Still, I am ready to accept that 750 rupees are not going to be recovered from you. I am allowing you as a cash discount. So Ravi is happy. For Ravi, an old creditor of 9th of July, old creditor of 12,750 whose name was Harish is getting settled. Harish account debit. The amount is rupees 12,750. To what? To what is going out? Bills receivable is going out. Sir, it is bills payable, but it is not our bills payable. For us it was bills receivable which we have transferred to Mr. Harish. It was bills payable for Dhruv. So for us what is going out? The bill which was receivable in our hands is going out. So we will specify bills receivable account debit. To bills receivable account 12,000 because the bill is of rupees 12,000. Sir, entry is not tallying. Yes, what you are saying is true. In that case, that will be called a discount received. Why discount received? Because for us, that is for Mr. Ravi, it will be considered as discount. Okay, so 12,000 is the discount which is received by Mr. Ravi. Clear all of you? Being what? Being bill endorsed. Being bill endorsed 12,750. What is the entry in the books of Dhruv for that purpose? On 9th of July 2019, Dhruv will specify it's a transaction between Ravi and Harish. I am not at all a party to this transaction, so there is no need for me to record this entry. So Dhruv will specify, sorry, I will not record the entry, no entry. Okay, so the entry in the books of Ravi is the bill is endorsed by settling an account of bigger amount. So Ravi will specify I am receiving a discount. Dhruv will specify I am not a party to this transaction, I will not record, but Mr. Harish will specify 9th of July 2019. Mr. Harish will specify 9th of July 2019. The transaction will be bill is coming in, debit what comes in, bills receivable account debit. And bill is coming in of rupees 12,000. Now it's a very simple logic if you remember. If one party says it is discount received, other party should say it is discount allowed. If one party says it is my income, it is my gain, it is my profit, other party should say it is my loss, it is my expenditure. So in that case, Mr. Harish will specify the entry will be bills receivable account debit, discount allowed account debit, and the amount is rupees how much? The amount is rupees 750 because we are allowing discount of rupees 750 to Mr. Ravi, and all these things are given by him, or given by whom? To Ravi, because Ravi is the giver. So to Ravi account, and Ravi's account in our books was standing as a debtor for rupees 12,750. of which we have received rupees 12,000 now. Remaining 750 we are ready to forego by way of cash discount, so we are calling it as discount allowed. So entry will be being bill received in endorsement and discount allowed. Being bill received in endorsement and discount allowed. Here also I have not mentioned that particular thing, being bill endorsed and discount received. Being bill endorsed and discount received. Okay, so these are the entries which are required to be passed in the books of both the parties. So this is a good situation. 9th of July, the bill has now gone out of cash box of Ravi and it has gone in the cash box of Harish. But Harish was in need of cash. So Harish immediately went to bank and he discounted the bill with his banker. So the entry in the books of Harish will be on 9th of July again. Next entry, 9th of July 2019. Harish will pass the entry. Money is coming in his bank current account because he is not sending the bill to bank for collection. He is discounting the bill. Discounting the bill means selling the bill to the bank. So since he is selling the bill, bank is not acting as his agent, but bank will act as his financer. So bank will transfer its own money into the current account of Mr. Harish. So Harish will specify my current account balance is going up. That means bank account debit. And bank is giving him 11,750 rupees. Discount charges account debit. Now this is not discount allowed, remember, this is discount charges, and amount of discount charges will be rupees 250. To what? To bills receivable account. Amount is how much? The amount is rupees 12,000. Being endorsed bills, endorsed bill discounted. Being endorsed bill discounted. Okay. Next part. Now what is the entry to be passed in the books of Ravi and Dhruv? Think about it. What is the entry to be passed in the books of Ravi and Dhruv? Because there is a transaction, but this transaction involves whom? This transaction is involving bank and Harish. So Ravi will specify, since I am not a party to this transaction, I will record no entry. Similarly, Dhruv will specify, I too am not a party to this transaction. I too will specify no entry. The entry is only in the books of endorsee, that is Harish and his banker, not in the books of Ravi and Dhruv. Okay, so that is also done. Now everybody is going to wait up to the due date. What is the due date? 5th of October. On 5th of October, who is going to demand money from whom? It is the banker who will approach Dhruv and demand money from Dhruv. They have already told that the bill is honored. So on the due date, banker is coming to Mr. Dhruv and asking Mr. Dhruv to make payment. Dhruv is saying, yes, it is my acceptance. I know that I am supposed to honor this. I'll honor this because I want to maintain my reputation as a good businessman. I don't want to lose my credit worthiness. So I am ready to pay. So on 5th of October, Dhruv will pass the entry, 5th of October 2019. Dhruv will pass the entry, my bills payable is getting cancelled because I am honoring the same. So bills payable account debit to cash account. Amount is rupees how much? Whatever is the amount, 12,000. That is the amount of bill that he will pay, being our acceptance honored. Being our acceptance honored. Now comes the next part. Now bank is receiving money because Dhruv has paid the money. So what is your opinion? Will bank pay anything to Harish now? Bank will say, sorry, I am your financer. I have already given you money on 9th of July. Since I have already given you money on 9th of July, there is no need for me to give you any money again on 5th of October. I am not acting as your agent. I am not collecting money on your behalf. I am collecting money for the bill which I have purchased. So on 5th October, when the banker has received money, banker will give nothing to Harish. That means Harish will specify, for me now there is no transaction. Entry will be 5th of October 2019. In the books of Harish, there is no entry. And in the books of then Ravi will also specify, if Dhruv has paid, so banker is happy. That means banker is not demanding anything from Harish. So Harish will not demand anything from me. That means for me also there is no need to pass any entry. I'll specify no entry. This is how the transaction will get over in the books of all the parties. Okay, so here you complete the problem. Here there are observations, then entries in the books of drawer and drawee, and then entries in the books of endorse. Okay, pause the video wherever it is required and write down your entries properly if they are pending. If there is any doubt, please ask me in the comment section. I'm surely going to answer each of the doubt properly. Okay, so thank you very much. In the next lecture we are going to consider a difficult level of problem. Thank you. Bye bye.